Hi, everyone. Welcome back to StoryStream, where we make learning fun and exciting. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest educational adventures. Are you ready to dive into a world of knowledge, explore fascinating topics, and boost your learning skills? Whether you're here to improve your English, understand complex concepts, or just curious about the world around you, you've come to the right place. Chapter 1: A New Beginning. Emily Parker was a bright, curious girl with a passion for exploration. Growing up in the small town of Maplewood, she always felt there was something more out there, waiting for her to discover. Maplewood was a picturesque place, with its tree-lined streets, quaint shops, and friendly neighbors. But for Emily, it was too small. She dreamed of grand adventures in far-off places. Max, on the other hand, was Emily's best friend since kindergarten. He was a thoughtful and intelligent boy with a love for books and a knack for problem-solving. While Emily was the dreamer, Max was the planner. Together, they made the perfect team. They spent countless hours imagining and planning adventures, even though they rarely left their hometown. One sunny afternoon, while they were sitting under their favorite oak tree in the town park, Emily turned to Max with a serious look in her eyes. "Max, we need to do something extraordinary this summer. Something we'll remember forever." Max raised an eyebrow. "Like what?" "I don't know yet," Emily admitted, "but I have a feeling that something big is going to happen." Chapter 2: The Mysterious Letter. A few days later, as Emily was rummaging through the attic of her old house, she stumbled upon an ancient-looking chest. It was covered in dust and cobwebs, but something about it intrigued her. She wiped off the dust and pried it open. Inside, she found a collection of old maps, a compass, and a letter. The letter was yellowed with age, and the handwriting was elegant but faded. It read, "To the finder of this chest. If you are reading this, it means you are destined for a great adventure. These maps will lead you to the lost city of Eldoria, a place of unimaginable wonders and treasures. But be warned, the journey is perilous, and only the brave and wise will succeed. Good luck." A fellow explorer. Emily's heart raced with excitement. She knew she had to show this to Max. Chapter 3: Planning the Expedition. Max was equally excited when Emily showed him the contents of the chest. "This is incredible, Emily. Do you think it's real?" "I don't know," Emily replied, "but we have to find out. Imagine discovering a lost city." Max nodded. "We need to prepare. If we're really going to do this, we need supplies, a plan, and a lot of research." They spent the next few weeks gathering everything they might need for the journey. They visited the local library to learn more about Eldoria and its legends. They packed food, water, first aid supplies, and camping gear. They also mapped out their route, based on the old maps from the chest. Finally, the day of departure arrived. With their backpacks loaded and hearts full of anticipation, Emily and Max set off on their grand adventure. Chapter 4: Into the Wilderness. The journey was tough from the start. They had to navigate through dense forests, cross raging rivers, and climb steep mountains. But despite the challenges, Emily and Max were determined. They relied on each other's strengths to overcome obstacles. Emily's adventurous spirit pushed them forward, while Max's careful planning kept them safe. One evening, as they were setting up camp, they heard a rustling in the bushes. Out stepped a tall, rugged man with a weathered face and a kind smile. "Hello, travelers. My name is Jack. I couldn't help but notice you're far from any town. What brings you here?" Emily and Max exchanged a glance. They decided to trust Jack and told him about the letter and their quest for Eldoria. Jack listened intently. "Eldoria, huh? I've heard of it. Many have tried to find it, but none have returned. You're brave, I'll give you that. I might be able to help. I know these lands well." Chapter 5: A New Ally. With Jack as their guide, Emily and Max made faster progress. Jack taught them survival skills and shared stories of his own adventures. He was knowledgeable and resourceful, and they grew to trust him. As they traveled deeper into the wilderness, they encountered various challenges: wild animals, treacherous terrain, and harsh weather. But with Jack's guidance, they navigated through each obstacle. Emily's determination and Max's intelligence were crucial, but it was their teamwork that truly made a difference. One night, as they sat around the campfire, Jack shared a legend he had heard about Eldoria. They say Eldoria is protected by a series of trials. Only those pure of heart and strong of spirit can pass. If you succeed, you will be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. Emily's eyes sparkled with excitement. We have to keep going. We can't turn back now. Chapter 6: The Trials of Eldoria. After weeks of arduous travel, they finally reached the entrance to the lost city of Eldoria. It was hidden behind a waterfall, just as the maps had indicated. The entrance was marked by ancient symbols and guarded by a massive stone door. Max examined the symbols. "These are puzzles," he said. "We need to solve them to open the door." Working together, they deciphered the puzzles. Each one tested their knowledge, creativity, and teamwork. When they solved the final puzzle, the stone door slowly creaked open, revealing a dark tunnel. With torches in hand, they ventured into the tunnel. It led them to a grand chamber filled with ancient artifacts and intricate carvings. In the center of the chamber was a pedestal holding a glowing crystal. As Emily reached for the crystal, a voice echoed through the chamber. "Only the worthy may claim the heart of Eldoria. Prove your worth by facing the trials." The chamber began to shift, revealing 3 paths. Each path represented a trial: courage, wisdom, and friendship. Chapter 7: The Trial of Courage. Emily chose the path of courage. She found herself in a dark cave, with only a flickering torch to light her way. As she walked deeper, she heard growls and saw shadows moving around her. She knew she had to face her fears. Taking a deep breath, Emily pressed on. She encountered various creatures, each more terrifying than the last. But she remembered Jack's teachings and used her wits and bravery to overcome them. She faced her deepest fears and emerged victorious. At the end of the path, she found a small, glowing orb. She knew it was a token of her courage. She took it and returned to the chamber. Chapter 8: The Trial of Wisdom. Max chose the path of wisdom. He found himself in a vast library filled with ancient books and scrolls. He had to solve riddles and puzzles to proceed. Each one was more challenging than the last, but Max's sharp mind and love for knowledge helped him through. He deciphered codes, solved mathematical problems, and unraveled mysteries. He relied on his intellect and resourcefulness, and after a series of intense challenges, he found his token of wisdom, a golden quill. Max took the quill and returned to the chamber, where Emily was waiting with her orb. Chapter 9: The Trial of Friendship. The final trial, friendship, required both Emily and Max. They entered the path together, facing challenges that tested their bond. They had to work in perfect harmony, relying on each other's strengths and trusting one another completely. They faced obstacles that could only be overcome by true friendship, balancing on narrow beams, solving puzzles that required both their skills, and making sacrifices for each other. Their bond grew stronger with each challenge. At the end of the path, they found a beautiful, intertwined pendant, a symbol of their unbreakable friendship. They took it and returned to the chamber. Chapter 10: The Heart of Eldoria. With the tokens of courage, wisdom, and friendship, Emily and Max approached the pedestal. They placed the orb, quill, and pendant on it. The chamber glowed with a brilliant light, and the crystal floated into the air. A voice echoed once more. "You have proven your worth. The heart of Eldoria is yours. The crystal transformed into a magnificent artifact, radiating with a warm, golden light. It was the heart of Eldoria, a source of immense power and knowledge. Emily and Max knew that their journey had been more than just a quest for treasure. It had tested their character, strengthened their bond, and proven their worth. They had grown in ways they never imagined. Chapter 11. Returning Home. With the heart of Eldoria in their possession, Emily, Max, and Jack made their way back to Maplewood. The return journey was filled with stories and laughter as they reminisced about their adventures. When they finally returned home, they were greeted with awe and admiration. The town of Maplewood celebrated their return, and Emily and Max shared their stories with everyone. They had become local legends. Emily and Max knew that their adventure had changed them forever. They had discovered not just a lost city, but their own potential. They realized that true adventure lies in the journey, the challenges, and the friendships they make along the way. And so, the story of Emily and Max's journey to Eldoria became a tale of inspiration for generations to come, reminding everyone that with courage, wisdom, and friendship, anything is possible.